Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Alicia Morton White charged in connection with fraud at Sagicor Bank. Alicia Morton White, the outgoing vice president of group marketing at Sagicor Group Jamaica, has been charged in connection with the fraud uncovered at Sagicor Bank. Morton White, who is to step down from the VP position on December 31st, was charged today and is the third employee implicated in the $65 million fraud. She has been charged with conspiracy to defraud, unlawfully making available data or device for the commission of offense, engaging in a transaction involving a criminal offense, and receiving stolen property. Morton White was offered bail in the sum of $1 million and is to appear in the court on February 21. She maintains her innocence. Her colleagues, Tricia Monique Moulton and Malcolm MacLeod, who are also accused of fleecing customers, had their bail extended last Friday when they appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. They are to return to court on February 21. Moulton, a 41-year-old bank manager, and MacLeod, a 42-year-old personal banker, are charged with various offenses including conspiracy to defraud, access with intent to commit or facilitate an offense, unlawfully making available data or device for the commission of an offense, computer-related fraud, breaches of the Proceeds of Crime Act, and larceny as a servant. Investigators of the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch (CTOC) had alleged that over the period of August to October 2022, the women conspired and defrauded the U.S. foreign currency accounts of about 6 Sagicor customers. Reporters were informed that more than $40 million was taken from one account. Woman killed, another hospitalized in St. James gun attack. A woman was killed and another has been hospitalized after gunmen raided a house in James with bullets about 10:30 a.m. on Wednesday. Police were on the scene in York Bush near Mount Query in the parish. According to relatives of the woman, armed men invaded the house and opened fire. Police High Command probing alleged rape of woman in police lockup. The Police High Command is probing an incident in which a 19-year-old woman was raped inside her cell at the Petro Plains Police Station lockup in St. Elizabeth last month. Marvin Montague, a 28-year-old lifeguard of Newcomb Valley District, has been charged with raping the teen. It's reported that in November, Mr. Montague and the 19-year-old female were detainees at the lockup, awaiting charges against them. One morning, the lifeguard was let out of his cell to clean up the area. It is alleged that he removed the padlock from the door of the cell occupied by the teenager and had sexual intercourse with her against her will. The 19-year-old filed a complaint with the police on December 6 after Mr. Montague was released on bail. An investigation was launched, and Mr. Montague was on Tuesday arrested and charged. Another shooting at the Czech facility. One of 4 men who reportedly entered a China Harbor Engineering Company Czech facility in Newport West, St. Andrew on Tuesday, armed with guns, was shot and killed by a security guard, the police have confirmed. This is the second shooting incident at the Czech facility in less than 2 days. It's also the second time in 2 weeks that gunmen have attempted to gain access to the Newport West compound, police sources disclose. The slain man has not yet been identified. According to police sources, the 4 men entered the compound located on Shannon Drive about 5:50 p.m. in a grey motor car. It's believed to be the same motor car used by gunmen who shot and killed 2 security guards, Brandon Small and Lincoln Royal, at another facility in Plantation Heights, St. Andrew on Sunday. In yesterday's incident, sources say a security guard carrying out patrol duty was greeted with gunfire after he called out to the driver of the car to stop. The report from the police corporate communications unit is that the security guard observed movements in bushes and was greeted with gunfire when he went to investigate. He returned fire and ran to get assistance. On his return, the unidentified man, sporting dreadlock, a pink t-shirt, black shorts, and a pair of black zippers, was found suffering from gunshot wounds. He later died at hospital. Man who allegedly assaulted media worker to return to court February 16. Michael Marlin, charged with the assault of media personnel, was ordered to reappear in court on February 16 when his case will again be mentioned. The new court date was set after his probation officer yesterday, during Marlin's appearance in the St. Catherine Parish Court, informed the judge that the attempt to settle the matter through mediation failed. Attorney at law Stefano Matthews represented Marlin, and the court decided on the new date. Marlin, 35, otherwise called Big Head, of Homestead, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, is answering to charges of assault, occasionally bodily harm, and malicious destruction of property. He allegedly assaulted a videographer and damaged his camera on November 20 at Homestead Primary School in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. He was subsequently arrested and charged by the Spanish Town Police. Transport operators welcome opportunity to pay outstanding traffic ticket fines, but still not satisfied with length of time offered. While transport operators have welcomed the decision of the government to allow them time to pay outstanding traffic tickets, concern is being raised about the length of time offered. A release from the Office of the Prime Minister last night indicated that motorists with outstanding tickets from after February 1, 2018 will have up to February 1, 2023 to pay the fines. Once the tickets are paid before February 1, demerit points will be expunged upon the implementation of the new Road Traffic Act. The move came after weeks of calls from the traffic ticket amnesty. In response to the payment arrangement, the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services noted that persons have less than 50 days to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. TOD's President Hector Newman said many drivers will not be able to pay their outstanding traffic tickets in the time allotted.
We want to thank government for at least considering our request. I must urge, though, that government consider an extension of the time for public education. I think 48 days is a little bit short to make good on public education, but one want to say that it's better than none at all. And so we want to thank the minister for listening to us and for meeting us partway with this payment plan. We're going to have challenges in paying. Bearing in mind, some persons have in excess of 5, 6, up to 1,000 tickets, outstanding tickets, which could value hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, to find a way to pay in a short time, it's going to be a challenge. But I urge the operators to make good on this payment.
NHF beneficiaries will soon have access to 41 new medications for the treatment of 8 health conditions. Beneficiaries of the National Health Fund (NHF) will soon have access to 41 new medications for the treatment of 8 health conditions. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton made the announcement while speaking in Parliament on December 13. He said the medications be added for coverage includes several used to treat hypertension, heart disease, and epilepsy. 5 new drugs will be added to the JAPED program as well.
Madam Speaker, the card will now see an additional 41 new active pharmaceutical ingredients or APIs for the treatment of 8 conditions, namely hypertension, heart disease, vascular disease, diabetes, psychosis, glaucoma, sickle cell disease, and epilepsy. So 41 different medicines, if you will, to be simplistic for better understanding, to treat with these various ailments. We are estimating, or certainly the board is estimating, the board and the management, that this will cost an additional 474 million Jamaican dollars per annum in order to make provision for these additional drugs. In terms of the Drug for the Elderly program, JADIP, the board has also approved changes to ensure that 5 pharmaceutical items are added for the treatment of 5 conditions: arthritis, asthma, glaucoma, hypertension, and vascular disease based on some specific criteria. This will see approximately 21,100 active beneficiaries receiving benefits at an estimated cost of some $42.59 million per annum. Jamaican residents 60 years and older, Madam Speaker, just by way of information, can qualify for benefits under the Drug for the Elderly program.
Teenager charged for fatal stabbing in St. Mary. A 17-year-old boy has been charged with murder after he allegedly stabbed a teen at a beach in Parji District, St. Mary on Sunday. Dead is Roshan Scott, otherwise called Rush, a 16-year-old student of Cox Street in the parish. Reports from the St. Mary police are that about 3:30 p.m., Scott and a group of friends were at the beach when the assailant, along with his friends, approached him regarding a long-standing feud. An altercation developed and a ratchet knife was reportedly used to stab Scott in his chest. Scott was taken to hospital where he died while undergoing treatment. The 17-year-old was charged after an interview. His court date is being finalized. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification